We are right now with Oh Thongsrinoon from Altava. So, tell us what was the starting point of the Altava project?
Yeah, everything started with our founder, Andy Koo. So he, at his previous company where he exited, they are like a virtual world avatar company, game company, which he sold to the biggest company one of the biggest game company in Korea called Netmarble. So during that process, he kind of sees that most online games will stop service at one point, right? And when you do stop the service, all the items that you created for your characters all gone. So then with Web3 he sees that can actually stays forever, right? Because the ownership is different, because it means that the avatar, the level that you achieve with your character, those can be kept, on tokenized and kept on the blockchain. So even if the game is stop the service, you can still have these, things and carry it with you. So I would say that was his initial inspiration on starting the company Altava.
How does Altava collaborate with luxury houses, designers, and other collaborators to create NFT fashion, beauty, music, and lifestyle collectibles?
That's a mouthful. So it starts with our co-founder Elizabeth von Goodman. So she comes from the fashion industry, and she was she's an editor and a founder of System magazine. So System is like a industry bible for fashion industry, right? So if you talk to Montclair, Kering, and LVMH group, they all subscribe to the magazine and know who she is. So because of that connection and credibility that she has with fashion houses, so when luxury fashion brands are looking for partners to help them explore Web3 opportunity, right? There's only a handful of companies in the world. I imagine less than 10, and fortunately we're one of those less than 10 that they trust themselves to and talk to first when they're looking to explore Web3.
How does Altava provide a gamified social commerce platform for luxury fashion, and what role does NFT technology play in this?
Good question. So first, we have 3 pillars to our business. We have Altava World of You, which is our metaverse. We have Altava Market, which is a peer-to-peer marketplace. And lastly, we have Altava for Business. So I think your question kind of relates more to our metaverse, Altava World of You, which is available on Play Store and App Store today. So please go and download it. But yes, back to your question, right? So within our metaverse, it's avatar based and it's high fidelity. So, and you can endlessly customize your avatar to represent yourself in which way you feel is best. So we feel that because it's high fidelity, it's high resolution, and it's open world, you can just make it any which way to represent you or your alter ego in the best possible way. And I think the second part of the question is the NFT. We actually in March 2022, we also released our first NFT collection called Second Skin, right? So these are also high fidelity, 3-dimensional avatar. And from that Second Skin, if you own an NFT, eventually you can also have digital twins on our metaverse, that you can use and be even more unique. So that's kind of how we combine, self-expression and NFT into our metaverse.
Finally, what advice do you have for individuals or businesses looking to get involved in the fashion and technology space, and how can they make the most of their experience with Altava?
So I wouldn't be so bold as to say we can give advice to anyone, right? Because we are still also in a learning process. I mean, it's just that we are able to achieve quite a fair bit in this amount of time. But just sharing from our experience, right? We can say that while we have a pretty good dev and tech team, when it comes to fashion, especially luxury fashion, technology is not the most important thing for them, because anyone can do technology on the base layer, right? But I think for them, what's more important is that ability to understand the brand DNA, like how you can protect their brands and carry it to the Web3. So that's something that we feel we can do better than most, right? Because again, if you look at our metaverse, it's really, really high fidelity. So you could actually see a texture on a Birkin bag, for example, that you wouldn't be able to on the lower resolution metaverse. So that's something that really gravitates, for that what gravitates the brands to us, right? And so I think we focus a lot on visual fidelity, right? And that's something that's really important for them. And we also focus a lot on understanding the brand DNA and how we can protect them and carry them across, even when they're on Web3, metaverse, and so on. So I would say that that's probably two of our key advantages. That the last one, I think we mentioned in the earlier question that you asked, right? How we work with them, and that's through our connection. So I think having that connection and credibility is extremely important as well. So I would say those are the three things.
Thank you so much for your interview at CryptoKTV.
Thank you so much for having me.